My name's Ian Woods. I'm Chair of the Nimmie Tribal Council, who heads up the organisation which is managing Nimmie Caira at the moment.
How much area does the project cover?
The area of Nimmie Caira is 84,000 hectares, and we're in the southwest of the Murray-Darling Basin. We're at the end of, nearly to the end of the Murrumbidgee River, and it's the last big wetland area before you get into South Australia.
Tell me about Bridging the Gap scheme and what it involves.
The Nimmie Caira gives us opportunity for people to, start their own businesses, in the way of feral animal control, noxious weeds, tourism. I can see tourism here, and we identified that as a big opportunity, over this property. Also with the creek behind me here, there's also fishing opportunities, yabbies, yabby farms, and because there's 14 homesteads, there's opportunity for carpenters, electricians, plumbers, and we'd like to see that all come from our own mob or the Burrarungal community.
And what are the long-term goals for the project?
Long-term is ownership, and to have training centres on the property, and health facilities for people come out on country and see the doctors and all the health people. Also to provide cultural camps, but the big thing is the training, and the research that we can do, our mob can do here on country, research into the environment, and but the really strong message here for us is the cultural heritage, and if you got access to country, you're halfway there.
Besides the Nimmie Caira, you also run other economic programs such as cattle and sheep stations around here?
Yeah, east of Nimmie Caira, we own 3 properties up there, sheep, cattle, irrigation, and also the conservation area on the IPA. And we manage all of them side by side, sustainably. And we've been doing that now for 18 years. We're going to be doing the same thing here, only on a bigger scale. Yeah, on the Nimmie Caira, we have 2 land managers at the moment. And their main job at the moment is to control the feral animals like pigs, deer, foxes, cats, weed control, and just general maintenance of the homesteads and the buildings. Yeah. So that's and 12 months' time we hope to employ a lot more people on Nimmie Caira. Our ambition is to have at least 50 people living and working on Nimmie Caira.
Okay, Jamie, so what's your job here?
Currently Mark and myself are the land managers. Yep. Going in Nimmie Caira and land managers. We took over on the 1st of July and we carry out all sorts of duties to culture and heritage, anything to do with land management, fencing, cleaning roads.
Okay, so a bit of the maintenance job and looking after the place.
Yep, anything from mowing lawns to everyday land management duties. We're a bit like country keepers. We're across the country looking after it 8 hours, 9 hours a day, 10 hours a day. And then we do some pest management at night time.
Okay. So where are you going to take us?
Just heading towards Telephone Bank. It's one of the big rookery sites on GNC.
Yeah.
We'll hop out there and have a little talk and a look around and explain to you about some of the infrastructure that's there as well.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's a pretty unique idea that we've got, that we'd like to see it go back to as natural as possible, and hopefully when you come, if you pay a visit in 10 years time or 20 years time, that you'll see lignum on both sides of this bank, and you'll see water, lignum come back, trees, the river coobers, and most of the stuff that was originally there, but it just are no longer there due to a bit of development.
And you did mention the cultural stuff. So this is an important cultural area as well.
Yep. Yeah, culturally it's very significant. I think there's 1,500 recorded aim sites on this country alone on GNC, and then but I think over the next 5 years I think we'll add actual thousands of dots to the map. We plan on doing a full-scale culture and heritage survey for the whole place, and I think you're going to see that you're going to go into the thousands with the amount of culture and heritage that's on this place alone, and some of it's very significant. They've got a couple of dates that are pushing 30,000. So
wow, 30,000 years.
Yeah.
Okay, James. So what's this here?
I was mentioning about some of the culture and heritage sites on the way down, and I just thought I'd stop and show you some of the sites that were actually situated on this country, and it's all throughout. It's not just in this spot, but there's probably up to 100 sites like this on Nimmie, Caira. You can see where the timber is down here. That's actually a back vertebrae, and
okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then through the bank, there's all skeletal remains that continue all the way through. The pink flags back down the road, they're still situated in where the pink flags are. And this.
So it looks like this area, a lot of this area here would be a burial site, major burial site.
And it's one massive burial site. As you can see, it continues where the change in the colour is back down the road. You can see where it goes back to dark. So the site actually runs all the way back down to the start of them trees down there. And then it continues for another 500 metres in front of us. So it's a massive burial mound.
Mark, you're one of the land managers. Yep. Is that the right title for you? So what entails your job?
So from day to day, a lot of my role is to maintain, infrastructure and pest management, environmental water management, and also, inspection of exotic weeds to see what we've got on the place, and basically carry out eradication of those weeds and pest animals. So and other things as well, like at this point, purchase of machinery and all that sort of stuff through the planning stages of the Nimmie Caira project.
So you love living out here?
Oh yeah, love it. It's good. I've grown up around this area my whole life. My mob is primarily north of the Lachlan, but I own Yampa country. But I've grown up around here in the Low Bidgie, and this country here is where I've worked my whole life, and I love this sort of country and love working out here. But yeah, it's good.
A lot of good opportunities here for the Aboriginal community.
Oh, definitely. Us getting this country opens up a wide range of opportunities. Everything from cultural practice. They can come into cultural camps if they like. They can economic benefits. There's a whole wide range of things, and education. So it opens it up for school groups and stuff to come out and learn about Aboriginal culture and heritage, actually on country and not just in the classroom.
We can see that there's plenty of room here for economic opportunity, right? We are in the process of writing a business plan for irrigation works, and we already do that now on our other properties. We work side by side with the environment and irrigation business, and conservation we can work side by side. And here, it's no different here. It can thrive, culture and heritage, the environment and economic opportunities.
What will the configuration of the water structure do for the environment?
What the government is doing now with all this new earthworks, the water's going to be managed better, and it's going to be delivered to where it's needed and get it there efficiently.
Can you explain how it works?
Yeah, the water in the weir pool, at the weir pool at Maud, there's a regulator, and when the water builds up and they let water down through the regulator, and then that water is managed all the way through the Nimmie Caira, through regulators, through outlets, to where the water is needed, whether it's into a lake or into a stream, or to shift water through to Yanga, and also back into the river near Barranal and onto South Australia. So it's all regulated all the way through.
What is the value of the project, not only in the land and the water, but also for the Aboriginal community?
Oh, fantastic opportunities. You know, we see this, and we saw it from the start, as a great opportunity for Aboriginal people to be able to advance. You know, if you've got land, you know, and if you own land, if you're in charge of your own destiny, you'll thrive, you know. And we saw this an opportunity for Hay and Barranal communities, and yeah, you know, the sky's the limit here for our mob and the Barranal mob as well. Also, like economic opportunities, employment, training, and you know, it's endless.